called me and asked me about a bunch of shit. Oh yeah, you know what time it is. Racing time. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Southern Chaos YouTube channel. As you can tell by the beginning of this, we are going drag racing. Bringing Big Spanky out to Raoul's track, South Georgia Motorsports. Super fired up. Haven't been there in 2 years since I won Mod Nationals. One of my favorite tracks, if not my favorite tracks. Love the scenery, big place. You can go fishing, you can go mud bogging. Great people right outside of town where you can go have fun at night. It's a blast. We're fired up. We're going up to South Georgia for a race that Tony and is putting on an event. They have a free entry, run what you brung, 28s class. We might be a little bit outgunned for that class, but it's free entry for 10,000. We're gonna have fun and try to give it some hell. Go try to do some PBs with Spanky. Transmission, everything's fresh, new oil. We went through the whole entire car, me and the boys and Matt. We had a slight rear main seal problem that we were dripping some oil, was concerned about, but we did have time to get it taken care of. So we were dialed. Spanky's dialed, and I'm excited. We're gonna go get some personal best, go some rounds, hopefully win this thing, bring home the bag. They do have a small block boost class that is supposed to be 8 cars. It's a $500 buy-in. I did buy in. They're just trying to see if they can get all 8 cars gathered up so they can do the shootout. If they do it, I feel like we are top dog in the class. So that'd be great to take home 2 wins. So let's get it done. You know how it goes. It's racing. Anything can happen. But we've been pretty damn lucky lately. So I feel like we're pretty dialed. Let's get on the road.
Good content.
Hey, what are you doing under there, bud?
Conducting a device so the front of your car
stays down.
Doesn't hit the fuel cell.
Is that bracket just riding on
Yeah,
the fuel cell?
You get those problems at 190 mile an hour. You know what I'm saying?
My God, dude.
Not good.
Oh, that's a nice nut and bolt.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the one I'm filming. So what's happening, boys? We seen this up on the lift. We noticed that. I don't know if I can. Here, let me see. Yeah, see that? The front of the tank was going back about. How much is that?
About 5 to 6 inches.
Yeah, like. Yeah, a couple inches going back, flexing into the tank, which is making this aerodynamic deal turn into an upside down U, which is no bueno.
Your old valance was bending about 5 inches back and making contact with the fuel cell.
Yep, right
and
there.
And now, she good.
Now it should be good.
That is 190 mile an hour
proof. All right. We're good. Got camp loaded down. Track is loading in. Not bad for a Friday night. Might see some Grudge cars. Might try to find somebody to lock in tonight. Waiting for the sun to go down because we're really trying to get after it. We know we should get down in the heat with our A to B tune-up, but we're really trying to get after it. There's some big hitters though. Definitely trying to come after that $10,000 purse tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Getting the tune-up loaded in. Waiting for the sun to go down. Gonna go make a first hit. Power wheelie. Gonna go back and put the car on jack stands, see how much it's really separating, and look at a couple suspension things and go from there.
Let's go!
Alright guys, that was a goddamn rip. Maybe it was just me in my head, but everybody said it was fast I'm getting the time slip right now. I'm hoping to see a good number. You guys can enjoy it with me. Thank you, bud. Come on, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby. PB.
Oh, it'll probably split now. Roll it. No, you should be able to just roll it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Good thing you go to the gym.
Yeah, Barry, your son
Hey.
he's been going to Jim's house. It's a dude.
Yep. Fuck yeah, bro. Hell
Make
yeah.
sure ain't no little piece is gonna come off
It
that.
doesn't look like it, but we're gonna, whenever we get some brake
Yeah,
clean, we're
brake-
gonna brake
yeah.
clean this out.
You might want to take this fitting off. Make sure there's no little particle. If it just kind of. He knows the whole damn day, didn't he?
He knows it's on. At least he's not. At least he's ugly not.
Double check because I reached over. I don't know if the chip really did that all, but just double check it.
Well, that's the problem. You ain't got enough bolts in it.
She left like we had damn bullets in there.
He thinks it would have been faster to hit the live exit.
You gotta make sure that get push out there.
All right, guys, we're going up to make another hit. As you saw us scrambling, we blew out a seal at Streetcar Takeover, the rear main seal, which you guys saw in that video. And it was starting to do the same thing again up here on our second pass out. We think the breathers, there inside the valve cover, there was baffles, and we're thinking, hoping, and fingers crossed that they were restricting the overflow or the flow to the back of the burn down tank, and the motor just had nowhere to release it besides out the rear main seal. Well, we cleaned it all out. We ripped the baffles out, as you saw, and cleaned everything out, bolted it all back down. We're hoping this solved that problem. If it did, and we get back to the trailer and we have no leaks, we are in the clear. I'm gonna be smart about it and make a 330 hit just in case there is any oil, and just play it safe. So wish us luck. Here we go. No, we got the leak back. Fuck.
What do we got going on under here?
You got a little too much boost. This is no, not really, but we got a rear main seal problem that we're trying to fix at the track because we're hours away from the house. So you know, what better way to do it than on the asphalt? Oh, there goes my finger. Nah, we'll get him. Just takes a minute. I'll get him. It just takes a minute. They're a little bit of a pain in the balls. No, I'm good.
give you everything.
I'm late to the party, but here we are. So what do we got going on here, Glenn?
This is a homemade oil milkshake funnel to a 5-gallon maneuver can full of horsepower and ass whooping. It kind of worked. This fucking jug is hot on my arm.
It's hot on my fucking hand.
Well, that worked.
God damn.
Believe it or not, Jesse was right.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that out.
Oh, yeah. Trim that out of the video.
Cut. We're done. Know a thing or two because I've done a thing or two.
Trannies don't count.
Oh,
Hey, that's your.
Jesus Christ.
That's your roommate, homie.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this channel.
He wouldn't even know how to find this thing.
This guy's cool. Hey. What's y'all doing over there? Just the tip. Nice with these guys. Got my baby.
Don't scratch it. Don't knock the caps off.
Carbon food ray. Alright guys, well you saw our thrash tearing this thing down in the parking lot. Definitely won't be a lack of effort. The small block boost class there was not enough cars. There's only 3 cars, so our class that we would normally run is not able to be ran. So we're getting pushed into the free entry 28 with a bunch of really fast cars. But you know, anything can happen. First round's in the heat, so let's see what the hell happens here. Well, never had that happen, but I don't know if you can see right there, our ignition switch shorted out. So did a burnout and the motor died. I lost everything on the dash and tried to kick it back over. We tried switching like 6 different fuses in the middle of the track. We were on a timer. We just got timed out and the light comes on, but nobody's home. Never had that happen, so not quite sure. We thrashed on this thing. We did what we could. Something's shorting out somewhere, making the switch panel not operate. So, terrible way to go out. All right, well, we made a good little pass there. No leaks. That's great. We've had trouble all damn weekend. Unfortunately, something stupid put us out first round, but we locked in a little street race. Not a street race, but a street car. No time, single turbo Mustang, giving him the 1-in-1 just to try to have some fun and wrap up this weekend. So let's see what happens. Alrighty guys, well, as always, thank you for watching the clip and joining us on our adventures on this channel. As you can tell, that's the first time we went out first round in a long time. Never have I ever had that electrical problem ever. So we found a wire that was, so the beginning of this, where you saw us pulling the transmission Saturday morning on the asphalt. I'll start from there. So Friday night you saw the oil underneath that last pass. It was leaking the first two passes. The third pass, it blew the rear main seal out of the back of the motor. So at that point, pretty much all the engine oil was in between the converter and the back of the motor. So that's what you saw in the video. Saturday morning, we tore the whole transmission apart. My dad drove into town with the car to go find an AutoZone to get us another rear main seal for the back of the motor and come up with another solution. So Matt and Stefan from Ace Performance was looking at the data logs and we figured out, we saw the crankcase pressure rising higher than it's ever been. There was concerns if we hurt something in the motor and all this stuff, but the motor ran too dang good. The oil pressure looked too strong. All of it looked good, according to them. And I leave it up to those guys because they know what the hell they're talking about. So luckily we didn't hurt nothing in the motor. We didn't hurt anything at all besides a freaking little $5 seal in the back of the motor. So, but this all led into tearing the tranny out, putting a new seal in, rechecking absolutely everything. With there being too much crankcase pressure, we've never had the motor over the over 32 pounds of boost. Those passes were exceeding 35, 36 pounds of boost. And then we ran into all these issues. So the valve covers, if you saw in the video, they had baffles on them. They were coming out of the front of the valve covers going into a hard 90 out of a 12 AN, which is already possibly too small, but being we had two 12 ANs going into the back of the burn down tank, it was questionable. And we've won 2 races, been to 3 finals. It's done well. We've never had the problem at 32 pounds of boost. Now that we bumped it up some more, trying to get some more middle range in the track and attack it a little bit harder to get the ET down, we ran into these issues. So my dad found some, I think it's like heater hose for like a washer and dryer or something. I don't even know what it is, where he found it. I couldn't tell you. I was turning wrenches. But they rigged this whole setup with a dash like 16 fitting and went into where the dash 12 was and ran those to the burn down tank. And then I'm going to do another video when I pull the car out of this trailer to show you what we rigged to make this work. We used an M1 jug, put it in the passenger seat, ran another huge hose from the fill cap on top of the valve cover into the M1 can, which was dry, obviously, but we used it as a burn down tank, which created way more ventilation than the motor's ever had. Went back up there Saturday to make a test pass, which was going to be first round, and the shortage burned the ignition switch. I did a burnout, the car died, couldn't fire it back up. Got it back to camp, found the wire, fixed it. Actually, we unplugged it, took it, and threw it in the garbage because we didn't need it. Put a new fuse in, car fired right up. Then you saw the test passes after that. Went straight on down through there, got down to the end of the track, and I had my fingers crossed. There was no oil, so we were in good sign. Got back, checked the data log. There was 0 PSI of crankcase pressure when there was 5 before. So at that point, we were already at a first round, and we drove to Georgia. We all busted our ass. We wanted to see a new personal best by over 1/10 of a second. So I told Matt the track was on kill. Congrats to Raul and all them guys up there for having that thing dialed in. I told Matt to pretty much throw the kitchen sink at it, more than we've ever had. And I let go of the button. I might be receding a little bit here. I'm not quite sure, but fastest pass I've ever been on in my life. flew down through there. I wish I could tell you guys, to be honest, but I can't quite tell you, obviously, because we know time race. But flew down through there. Great pass. Got down to the end of the track. No oil. Super happy. Got the ticket back to the crew. Everybody was just fired up about it. So we couldn't really beat that. After that, we locked in a Grudge race with a Turbo LS car. Gave him the back tire and the clear. So he staged with his back tire. I had to pass him by a car. He apparently also threw a bunch at it to try to take over this race and disintegrated the whole rear end in the car. So we took home a little bit of money. I think a couple of the guys on the crew had some side bets, so everybody won some money. Got a personal best, and not much more you can ask for besides going some rounds and maybe winning the race. But hey, you don't win them all. So we will not be at Battle in the Bay, unfortunately. It got moved because of the rain. I think it was last week, and I have a cruise for my son's birthday that couple buddies are going on, so cannot miss that. Family comes first, as always. But our next race will be the reunion in Bradenton. If you are there, come by, say hi. We will be bringing out Spanky to try to swing with some of those hitters, 28, 29 guys, fast cars, and see how we pairing out now that we know that it goes what it goes now, pretty fast. So catch you on the next clip. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It does help the channel grow. We're almost to 5K. Let's keep us moving.